You know, I have been living in the Isaan countryside long enough to know the sound of a temple bell and the sound of a trending TikTok audio.
Besides, let me tell you, these days one is drowning out the other. For centuries, the saffron robe was a symbol of silence and detachment. Now, it has become a prop for viral dance trends. We are going deep into the heart of rural Thailand to ask what happens to the soul of a village when its monks trade meditation for mobile phones. Welcome to the digital monastery. I am your grumpy guide through the chaos. I have lived in this corner of the world long enough that the heat does not bother me as much as the humidity, and the local spirits do not frighten me as much as the Wi-Fi signal. Nevertheless, there is a new kind of ghost haunting these villages, and it is not the kind you leave offerings for. It is a flickering blue light. Not too long ago, if you walked into the village temple, the Wat, you would find the sort of peace that makes your soul exhale. The air would smell of incense and age. You would hear the gentle murmur of monks chanting, the rustle of their robes, and the occasional cluck of a chicken wandering through the grounds. It was a sanctuary, a place that existed in a different time. Now, you walk in and you might be met with the tinny, repetitive sound of a pop song playing from a phone propped up against a Buddha statue. You will see a young monk in his orange robes, a flash of colour, not meditating, but perfecting a little dance move for his followers. It is enough to make a man want to go back to the UK, where the most offensive thing you see on Sunday is a queue for the pub. This is the new face of Thai Buddhism, and it is a face that has been filtered, created, and set to a catchy beat. The digital wave has crashed upon the temple walls, and the monks, it seems, are surfing it. However, at what cost? Let us call it the dopamine trap of modern merit. See, in the old days, making merit earn good karma was a quiet internal affair. You would offer food to the monks at dawn, you would listen to Dharma talk, and you would meditate. The reward was a sense of peace, a better rebirth down the line. It was a long-term investment in your spiritual future. Now, it is all about instant gratification. You can have your offering live streamed with a little like button right next to it. The more people who see your good deed, the more validation you get right here, right now. As one Thai academic noted, a Mutulu culture has emerged, a term that encompasses everything from visiting sacred temples to collecting trendy Instagrammable charms and amulets. It has gamified spirituality. The younger generation has taken ancient traditions and made them more accessible, turning them into something that looks more cute, more fashionable. One prominent example is the phenomenon of the Rusi hermit temples in places like Ayutthaya, which, according to local threads, have exploded in popularity not because of rigorous teaching, but because of viral TikTok videos claiming they can bring lottery luck. People are travelling for hours to paste gold leaf on a giant statue's face, turning spiritual practice into a get-rich-quick scheme. It is a bit like walking into the Sistine Chapel and finding Michelangelo filming a vlog about his paintbrush collection. It just feels wrong. Now, I am not a complete technophobe. I use my phone to check the football scores and occasionally to remind myself of my wife's birthday. I understand that technology is a tool. However, what happens when the tool takes over? The shift is profound. We are witnessing the erosion of monastic dignity, a slow hollowing out of the traditional heart of the village. Think about the social fabric of these rural communities. The temple is the center of everything. It is the school, the community hall, and the spiritual anchor. The monks were the Kalanama Mitra, the spiritual friends who offered guidance on everything from a bad harvest to a broken heart. They were tangible, accessible pillars of the community. Now we have the influencer monk. His sphere of influence is not the village square, it is the For You page. His primary concern is no longer the spiritual welfare of the farmer who lives 2 doors down, but his engagement metrics. He prioritizes ring lights over scripture. He is trading traditional study for follower counts. The quiet sanctuary is becoming a content creation studio. I heard about one monk who was hoping to use TikTok to reach younger generation and teach them about the Dharma, which on the surface seems noble. However, I cannot help but wonder, is a 15-second clip about life advice really the same as a 3-hour sermon on the noble truths? Besides, the pressure to stay relevant must be immense. The algorithm rewards the flashy, controversial, and the absurd. To keep the likes rolling in, some monks feel they have to escalate. It is a constant chase. This is why there are now movements within Thailand calling for stricter codes of digital conduct to preserve the sanctuary of the saffron robe. It is not just the monks who are changing, the community is fracturing. There is a deep generational divide. I see it all the time. The village elders sit in the shade of the tamarind tree, watching their sacred spaces become backdrops for 15-second comedy skits. They remember when the monks' words carried the weight of centuries of tradition. Now they watch a monk they have known since he was a boy who might have even studied at their feet, performing for a smartphone. They do not say much. They do not like to criticize the Sangha. However, you can see it in their eyes, a kind of sad bewilderment. It is a quiet shame. I've even seen the news report about 3 Cambodian monks who were disrobed in Pattaya for breaking the rules, hanging out on Walking Street late at night and begging for food after midday. They were here illegally. It is a far cry from the life of a quiet discipline the Buddha intended. The question this whole spectacle makes you ask is this: is the integration of technology and tradition an evolution of the faith, or is it the final nail in the coffin for Thailand's rural spirit? Perhaps it is a bit of both. I've read about a respected monk in Thailand and others like him who are using the internet to spread the Dharma responsibly. They see it as a tool for outreach, a way to connect with younger generation that might not set foot in a temple otherwise. There is a Chinese monk with over 40 million followers. What's more, here in Thailand, some monks have used social media for charity work, feeding the poor, offering education. That is a positive application, a modern adaptation of the core principle of helping others. Therefore, the practice is not inherently bad. Nevertheless, the line between using the tool and being used by it is a fine one. It all comes down to intention. Are you posting a video to teach kindness, or are you doing it to get famous? It is the difference between handing a man a fishing rod and trying to be a celebrity angler. For every good monk, doing good work online, there's another one trying to become the next big influencer. Besides, that creates a fundamental identity crisis for the entire institution. The very vow of renunciation, detachment from worldly desires, sits in a direct opposition to the desire for likes, shares, and follows. You cannot be detached from vanity. You are actively creating a digital persona. You cannot renounce the world while begging for its digital attention. This is the heart of the problem, the glitch in the saffron robe. On top of that, it is causing a crisis. I have seen stories of monks riding motorcycles with snakes draped over their shoulders for social media attention. It is a spectacle, a circus, and it is all being done for that dopamine hit. This is why we need a return to the core principles. The concept of Buddhist communication ethics is starting to be discussed. Here's a simple idea. Use mindful, wise, and compassionate language. Use the platform to foster understanding and moral cultivation, not gather followers. Let us be clear, the old ways are dying. The quiet, austere temple is becoming a relic of the past. However, perhaps, what is being born from the ashes is a new kind of engagement. Nevertheless, for a grumpy old man like me, I know what I miss. It is the sound of silence. So, if you are ever in Isaan, do yourself a favour. Put down your phone. Step into a temple. Not for the gram, but just to listen. Listen for the bell, not the beat. Right, I am off now. My wife says I have to go and like her nephew's TikTok dance video. There goes my merit for the day. What do you think? Is a social media monk the future of the faith or a step too far? I'm genuinely curious to hear your thoughts. Let me know in the comments below, and do hit the like button as it helps the channel grow, as YouTube keeps telling me. One more thing before I go. If you want a deeper dive, search Digital Monk Thailand to see the real examples of the tension. It's a rabbit hole, I tell you. What's more, it is not the fun kind with a white rabbit and a pocket watch, the kind with a ring light and a sponsorship deal. All the best. Until next time, and may your feed be free of dancing monks. Bye-bye.